Hi, I'm Darcy Bhandari. I'm speaking at William Paterson University today on 10 things every artist should know. So what I'm going to do today, instead of just focusing on one specific topic, I'm going to try to be a little broad. So I'll give you a background as to who I am, and then 10 things every artist should know. So hopefully out of these 10 things, you'll find at least one or two that are interesting to you, so you can ask me questions. So I'll try to limit what I'm saying to about an hour, so I won't bore anyone. I heard someone very smartly talking about how anyone you meet who's giving you advice on how to be an artist, or how to be anything really, is giving advice to their younger self. So you need to know where that person's coming from and what they've been through to sort of be able to take that advice with a grain of salt, know what to take from it, what to pull from it. So every visiting person you have come here is going to tell you a certain way of doing things, the way they do things, and then understand where they're coming from and then see how that relates to you. It's one of my little bits of advice. I had any professional practices when I was in grad school, and I wished I had a book like this that I could open up and sort of refer to and at least get one perspective on the situation. But in addition to just writing down our opinions, we decided to interview 100 arts professionals, kind of a random number, but we thought it was like a nice clean number. So it was artists and curators and gallery dealers, museum professionals, and asked them pretty much the same group of questions. And I was nervous, how was I going to synthesize all this information into one book? I was sure that everyone was going to have wildly different opinions about every subject. What I found out was everyone had very similar opinions, if not the exact same opinion on every subject. So the book was much easier to write than I had originally anticipated. So disclaimer before I continue to my 10 things is that there is nothing more important than the work that you make. So no matter what advice I give, no matter what advice anyone else who comes here gives, if you do not have really good work and you're not working in the studio and you're not dedicated to your practice, nothing is going to help you. It's not going to help. You need to be confident, you need to be dedicated, and you need to be ambitious. Number one, you do not have to follow any of the rules that I'm giving you or that anyone else tells you. It's just much better if you know what they are in advance. Number two, be able to talk about your work. This is probably something that a lot of you don't want to hear because art is supposed to speak for itself, right? You're making it, that's your job. Your job is to make it and then put it out in the world and let it talk. And a lot of us go into the art profession because we don't necessarily like talking as much as we like working with our hands, right? And I will tell you, I'm going to be honest, one of the reasons I wrote the book was that so I would never have to talk about these things ever again. Well, look where I am, right? You know, sometimes the world works in mysterious ways. Okay, number three, the internet is going to be huge. Not embracing the internet right now, unless you're one of those artists who's trying to erase themselves from all technology, you need to have a website. How many of you guys in this room already have a website? Okay, how many of you have a blog? Okay, a few. So blogs can be iffy, like depending on how professional you are on there, but I think that a lot of people are using blog formats to make websites, so I think every person before you graduate, whether it's undergrad or graduate school, you should all have a website. It should be ready to go with your work.